Welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing? Thanks so much for being here. Today I'm going to show you guys an older title. Now this is called Rome 2 Total War. If you already haven't recognized it, it's one of my favorite franchises out there. So we are playing as one of the splintered factions of Alexander the Great's empire. We're going to be playing as Ptolemy the First. Up here, you guys can see this is where Macedon is at, and of course here is Persia. And then the Seleucid Empire, which is another large faction that controlled a portion of Persia and Syria and other areas as well of Mesopotamia. And they are a pretty massive faction, and in fact we are actually at war with them right now. So here's the issue. In the beginning of the game, we actually had one of our own regions break away from us and declare independence. But we are actually now at war with them. And we need to bring him back to heel so that we can take back control of Libya. And here on the left hand side, this is where the battle took place. Here you guys can see the little swords here. We had a massive victory over our enemy here, and unfortunately for us, the enemy does have elephants as an option to use against us. So I'm going to showcase that to you guys today. And so without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the channel. Here you go, guys. We're going to show off here a massive battle between us and our former faction here that has broken away and has declared independence, and we need to bring them to heel. So right away, the enemy here, they are bringing a unit here of elephants. So these are a light elephants unit here, but they are still very, very deadly, and they're our #1 priority. After quickly using our drone here, now this is also, I wanted to mention this, in this game you can absolutely make it more realistic and not be able to use this camera, so basically only be able to see what you would probably see in real battle. So there is no map like this. You cannot zoom out of the map like this at all. And you cannot see the enemy freely, so you would be seeing what you see here now, but you wouldn't really be able to go like this to the enemy and to see all the details and know all the information about what the enemy is bringing, which makes it a lot more realistic. So unless you did use your spies or whatever, you wouldn't really know what they're bringing to the field. So let's just go over real quick what the enemy's bringing. Enemy has plenty of their own phalanx units, so they have phalanx infantry of their own. You guys see that there now. They have some light archers here up front, and they have a unit of medium phalanx infantry, slightly different than the regular phalanx, of course. Now the level of detail in this is still very stunning for when the game came out. And then they also do have medium shock cavalry here, which we also need to take care of. So I'd say our two main priorities of this battle is to take out these elephants, kill their cavalry, and then try to, you know, take out their general, because that would definitely crush the army spirit. So obviously, as you guys know, the older Total War games, the scenery and the map is not so great. I mean, it's nothing super beautiful, but honestly, it's all the simulated combat here that is absolutely stunning. So if you guys take a look, we have taken defensive positions because we are outnumbered by the enemy by at least 300 or more soldiers. So we've kind of taken this uphill position, and you guys can zoom in here to take a look at my phalanx units here, looking very deadly. I love seeing that. Absolutely beautiful. And this is one of those things that the Greeks pioneered, and a part of this was also King Philip's doing. Not all Alexander's, to Alexander's credit, but there you go. You guys are seeing our archers up here, anywhere from light to medium archers that we threw up front. And we also actually hired some mercenaries here. So we have these basically light spear infantry, but they are very, very good in combat. These Germanic type units here. I love all the different, like, look at all the different shields. Absolutely stunning. They all definitely look German. Look. Some awesome facial hair there, but I love all the custom shields and weapons and outfits and whatnot. It's very, very beautiful. So we have right about 6 basically 6 units that are infantry type units, and we have 3 cavalry units. We do have our general here. We have very light missile cavalry as well as light shock cavalry, but put that together with our heavy general shock cavalry, that definitely makes us have the upper hand here on this battle. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's see how this pans out. So this is one of my favorite things, how you can zoom in into the units while they run, and everything is pretty cool. Makes it very cinematic. So there you guys see it. We can see the enemy there. Just look at the different variety between the archers here. Some of them have helmets, some of them don't. Some of them look like they're Picasso over here, and some of them look like they're actual soldiers. You got the National Guard, you got the professional army, part-timers, the professional army, and the volunteers. Pretty cool. Yes, we are having a staring contest. So here you go, the elephants are coming, and our priority is to schwack these guys as much as we can. So here we go, guys. They're just waiting for the elephants to get close enough so that we can actually shoot at them. Alright guys, we're getting really close now. Just look at that in the distance there. See our cavalry hiding there? And there it goes. The elephants are running now, so... So you see the archers are running away now. So the elephants, although fast, and here comes the real damage to our archers. They're medium shock cavalry coming in there. They're gonna run down some of our archers. There you guys, you see a salvo of spears coming from our own cavalry here. Absolutely awesome. So look at all the spears that are hitting the elephants, and here the elephants are going to work. Now the brave Germanic soldiers are going to be trying to take out these elephants, but they're very, very strong, so it's going to be a challenge for sure. And now the elephants are being hit with arrows, spears, and pretty much everything we can to try to take these elephants out. We do have these archers right here, pretty close by. And you guys see our cavalry there is being active as well, making sure we're keeping the enemy busy. Love seeing all the missiles fly up and over the battlefield there. So there is something very important happening here. You guys see that we actually caught the enemy cavalry here, and so we're actually eliminating enemy cavalry here, which is a huge boost for our morale. And now you guys see we've completely routed them. They're running away. We're running them down. There is a lot of missiles coming here, but don't worry, our cavalry is gonna run down those archers shortly. And you guys see there, the elephants have all been dealt with, which is absolutely massive for us. You guys see our general here. He's quite the warrior. I'm sure he learned from Alexander how to lead from the front. And here they're running down the archers, making short work of them. So here you guys are seeing our our cavalry here, kind of making a complete flank around the enemy, and I'm sure we'll start hitting these archery units and hitting these phalanxes, these spearmen in the back. Unfortunately, our some of our cavalry got caught here with their phalanx. There you go, guys. The actual face down is finally starting to happen. So you guys are seeing the phalanxes face off here. Absolutely stunning. I can't even imagine this kind of combat. A lot of stabbing. And these spears are just absolutely massive. You guys are seeing our archer shoot flaming shot into the spearmen there, which caused quite a bit of havoc. And I can't even imagine how many spears are in this formation right now. So it's like absolute chaos. And you guys see that this unit here is taking shots from the archers. You guys will see our massive chargers that are going to be coming from our general here. And if I'm being honest, I don't think we would have won this battle if it wasn't for our cavalry, our heroic cavalry that fought to the very end. And here you go, this is a routed spearmen infantry unit here that we're going to sweep up. And this is great for us, because a lot of times, if you guys know, especially in Divide et Impera, if the enemy units rout partially or even rout fully, sometimes they can be called back. If the general has a perk, our cavalry definitely has to get out of here quick before this phalanx gives us a lot of losses. But if that unit is routed, the general may have an ability to call them back, which I know that my general have that ability to inspire and to rally. And there you go, we're getting out of there quick. Fortunately, losing some cavalry. There you just saw us take 2 losses there. But we did some good damage to the enemy. And we're going to just continue to do this. We're going to constantly pester and annoy the enemy so that they can't stay focused. Here you go, you see a massive battle here between the 2 phalanxes. I think one of my favorite things to see on the Greek, as far as the armor side of things, is the cool little beard armor that you see on this guy with the blue hat. And right now they're getting flanked here, unfortunately. But we just routed one of the phalanx units here, which is awesome. And hopefully we can start pushing up these guys to engage them. And there you go, you guys are going to see another cavalry charge here. And there you go, we routed that archer unit. Here comes the general. This is why I prefer an early game to have cavalry as a general. Just really quick, they can move quick all over the battlefield, inspire or rally troops whenever needed, which is a huge perk. And as you upgrade your general, you can actually do even more to inspire your troops to win battles that are unbeatable. Kind of like Alexander. When he fought against the Persians, their first engagement was absolutely stunning and impressive, to say the least. There you go. And there you guys see our own phalanx approaching again. It's going to become very hopeless for the enemy here soon with all these successful cavalry charges that they cannot answer to. And this is what I'm talking about. If you are going to charge the phalanx units, you want to hit them from the back here. Look at that horse running away without its rider. Very sad. And here you guys are seeing another enemy unit very close to being routed here by the Germanic soldiers. Look at all the routed enemy running away over there with their heads down, full of shame. And enemy units still getting hit with those flaming arrows. So right now this enemy unit is being attacked by our phalanx as well as the Germanic warriors, and there you go. Looks like we've getting really close to routing them here, if not already routed them. And it looks like we have routed the enemy there. You guys are seeing our general running over there. And the enemy may have maybe 2 to 3 units left of full-size units, and they're pretty much done. You guys seeing just how desperate it is here for this unit. They have absolutely nowhere to go. And it looks like they are trying to march out of there. You guys see all the white uniforms there from the enemy phalanx, and they're putting their heads down in shame and running away. The one thing about combat back in the day then was there was actually a really strange sense of honor between enemies. They would pick a place of battle and they would respect it, and they would duke it out till the end. Wow, absolutely brutal. Those guys must be panicking now. There's one phalanx unit over there that's being completely useless. But there you go, we just routed another unit. And unfortunately, one of our light shock cavalry is almost about routed there too. And our general almost routed as well. That was actually really shocking. So, like I was saying earlier, to the very end, our cavalry was really putting in the work, taking a lot of casualties, but yet it was absolutely essential to winning this day. Now you guys see we have surrounded the general. This is huge. Now if the general can't get out, if they can't break through this blockade, they're going to be done for. And this is exactly what we were hoping to see. And there you go, we just routed them. Look at all the dead bodies, absolutely stunning. So everybody's trying to kill the general for their honor here. I can't imagine the enemy general lasting very much longer. And now you guys are seeing the true rulers of Egypt emerging successful here. Very, very successful battle here from Ptolemy. You guys will see the general here inspire these units. cool. You guys can actually see some of the commands I gave. So this is a replay, by the way, from a previous battle.
As you say, let's go! Follow me! Get moving! Forward! Quick march!
And they're done for. Let's watch our general run down the enemy here. It's absolutely brutal. Just running down the enemy here with their horses, trampling these guys. Won't even stand a chance.
Double time! Yes, come on!
And there you guys have it. The enemy's completely routed. Looks like we chose a great position here for uphill. Just look at all the carnage here from the bodies. Is absolutely stunning. Here's all the dead elephants. Unfortunately, none of them made it. A lot of birds up in the sky getting ready to have a nice meal. Looks like this one guy will probably live to tell the tale. Nobody's chasing him right now. A lot of our own dead here. You see all the phalanxes that fell, but I think you're seeing a lot more white than you are of anything else, which is amazing. You guys can see where the most intense battles occurred here. Wow, this is actually really sad. Looks like that guy is crying amidst a bunch of bodies. He's probably going to be traumatized for the rest of his life. And everybody's marching back. I'm sure the men are very exhausted, but they have more fighting to do, as this was just the first engagement with the enemy. And to truly come out on top, we actually have to take their settlement. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do let me know, and I will make more content. If you guys actually want to see me play the campaign, I will upload that if you guys would like. But right now, I think I'm just going to focus on doing all the intense battles. Oof. And there goes the last guy right there. Killed by our general. Very, very nice. Love the golden band on his head right there. Looks pretty awesome. Very cool. Very king-like. These guys have definitely plenty of swag as they ride back victorious. Very cool. That's the king right there. So if you guys look at the statistics here, this is what the enemy deployed, and they had 1,700 losses, and we only had 670. And their elephants did have 102 kills, which is absolutely astonishing, but nothing as impressive as my general having 361 kills, and the Germanic warriors having 388 kills. Unfortunately, my archers were absolutely lousy, except for this unit here. But you guys can see the cavalry put in a massive amount of work here, and most of the phalanxes here had a lot of kills as well. On the enemy side here, the cavalry did a little bit. The elephants did most of the work, as well as their general unit, and the rest of their units kind of put out very mediocre results. You have one phalanx unit here that had about 80 kills, but overall this was a massive victory for us, and we were the underdogs. So there will be a massive showdown between us and the Seleucid Empire. I have allies on my side now. Most of their allies are from over here, and I highly doubt they're going to make it all the way up here. At least not very many of them. Once we put down this faction here, this will allow us to have a lot more room to maneuver. We have allies down here and on our right hand side here, so there's pretty much a good choke point here if the enemy does try to come in here, which we are almost certain they will. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know, and I look forward to doing more of these. Alright, take care.